Hi, everyone. This is Zoe Alexander from Simply Lovely Energy, and I am a law of attraction life coach who helps you manifest your dreams when thinking positive has stopped working for you. And for today's video, I thought I'd do something a little different, and I wanted to get into why I've kind of made that my tagline, this idea of manifesting when thinking positive isn't working for you. And it's basically because I have kind of a pet peeve with the sort of law of attraction, life coaching industry in general. And that main pet peeve is really that thinking positive about something in order to manifest what you want works really well when you're already mostly positive about the subject, but it can be really difficult if you have a lot of limiting beliefs or even trauma around that subject. I'm kind of inspired to talk about this because I'm part of a life coaching group, and I'm not going to give away any personal information, right? I want to respect the privacy of people that are in it. But something that we kind of talked about in that group is that for some members, getting to specific places that they want to be comfortable, even kind of going through the process of working through their limiting beliefs was really difficult for them because they had a lot of trauma and limiting beliefs that happened in their childhood. And I think that's kind of important to talk about in general because not everyone is able to just do the process as easily as others can in all subjects. Like something that's kind of true for most people in general is that they usually have one sort of subject that is more difficult for them to work on manifesting than others. So for some people, it might be weight. They may have to work a lot harder to work through their limiting beliefs to reach their ideal weight. For some people, it might be money manifesting. It might be romance. But it might be health. But there's usually one or two topics that people kind of need to work a little harder than sort of the average population to get there. And that's just something I want to really address here because it can be easy to beat yourself up about it. If you're like, why is this so easy for everyone else, but it's not for me? It's just we're born into all different vibrations basically in society, and so a part of what you grow up with, I think a little bit with your own personality, will just make some topics a little harder than others. To make it a more personal example, like weight is something I've never really had an issue with, but it's never really been brought up in my household. Like even if my mom had any personal issues with it, she never mentioned it up front, which I think is really cool. I think she did that consciously, and I'm kind of appreciative of that. So I haven't really had many negative limiting beliefs around my body, and that's been really easy for me. But something that has been more difficult for me is money. Like I have a lot of fears and limiting beliefs around money that I need to work through in order to be able to manifest more money. And again, I'm trying to make this series to make the being a life coach more human. I guess that was awkwardly phrased. Basically, I'm trying to show that life coaches can sort of seem a little intimidating sometimes. It seems like we've manifested everything perfectly. And if you just follow our exact steps, then you'll get exactly where you want to be. But everybody's journey is personal, and all coaches have things that they're working through and continuously working through. So I just kind of want to put that out there, like we have to do this work too. And as life coaches often have other coaches that we are working with in order to work through our stuff. So basically this video, I just really wanted to put out there mostly that sometimes working through things can be a process. For some people, it can be a bigger process than others, and that's really okay. Like there's no competition in this. And if there's something that you've been working really hard to try to work through your limiting beliefs and you feel like you're just hitting a wall over and over again, like that's okay. I want to give you a little bit of permission not to beat yourself up for it, because we are all working through something like that. And so that's basically it. Like, just do your best. Trust that it's a process. Sometimes things take a little longer than we want it to, but it's going to be okay in the end. And if you can hold on to that belief that the stuff does work and that it's going to be okay in the end and you'll figure it out eventually, even if you can't see it from your current perspective right now, then you're going to do fine. So with that, thanks for watching this video. I hope you all have a marvelous week. Please like and subscribe and do all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do with YouTube videos. And with that, have an excellent day. Happy manifesting.